All right, hello Gemini. This is your reading for 2021. Okay, so we're doing the astrology video and the tarot reading and your intuitive horoscope. So it's going to be a longer video. So sit back, relax, and everyone loved the yearly reading. So make sure that you subscribe if you like your yearly reading. And, you know, I feel weird saying if you like your yearly reading because, you know, the reading isn't supposed to make you feel all that great. It can, but it's just a forecast. So, you know, it's either you like the weather or you don't. But either way, the intent behind it is if it has the potential of happening, it's a way of planning to really lessen the astrological forecast, if you will, and intuitively what the message is. So connecting to divine, that was the Five of Pentacles, connecting to divine, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, just setting a positive intention for yourself for this reading for the year 2021, saying bye-bye to 2020, setting positive affirmations. I shuffled these cards really good already. These are the angel cards. I really like them. And I already shuffled these already. Shuffle them again on camera. Even if I don't do it on camera, it is the reading, you know, that you're gonna get, because I shuffle it setting the highest intention, and we have the dice as well, so we'll do that one. So we're doing the Celtic cross. So set your intention, Gemini, air sign. What is the message for you for 2021? It seems like the Three of Pentacles has a message so far for everyone, okay? Wow, okay. Check it out. The Tower is there as the 11th card. So I like to do, instead of 10, I like to do 11. So it was a sweet ride. So what this is intuitively telling me is that if you're starting the year doing something that you really don't want to do, it's going to end up in a hot mess at the end of the year. So if there's something that you don't want to do, you know, in December, and you're going to continue, you know, being a part of it into the new year, you know, Gemini, just let it go. You know, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So you're starting it off great. The main idea, the main message is the Lover's card. So marriage, that's really prosperous, because I'm also going to do the Chinese zodiac reading. So, you know, marriage is great, a new baby, planning a big party, you know, looking into the animal that you are based on the year you were born is the Chinese zodiac. And that one is really powerful because it's talking about the whole energy of the year, and it's really powerful. Just like these cards reading, it has its own, you know, element to it. So got to check that one out. And the positive energy, Gemini, based on the year you were born, add to that when you watch the other video I'm uploading. But I'm telling you, Gemini, it's good for love. If you're in a relationship, if you're not, it's a good year for love. Keep the positive energy going. Everyone has had a rough go. Gemini, you've had a rough go. Whether by accident and it just spilled over. I feel like 2020 was, you know, trying to do the right thing, and it spilled over for some of you. Some of you, it's just the luck of the draw, right? But it's all about that commitment, good relationship, really a positive start. Friendship starts out great in the year, and you can project that energy. So what this is the issue along with your main message, and it's about creating and working towards excellent friendships, excellent relationships for 2021. And that's going to flow easily. It's either it doesn't flow well and you really have to put in the work you know, and really put in the extra work. And sometimes I feel like energetically, you don't have to put in too much work into something that if it's not meant to be, there's a different way of kind of, you know, a different path to take. But this year is going to be a great relationship and great friendships. Okay, that's going to be very positive for you guys. I'm going to grab the horoscope reading as well. So this is going to be like a great year for you guys. All right. So 2021, everything looks great. It's just like amazing. The past, let's not get to the past. Let's get to what you need to focus on, and what can ground you is your work. So in order to keep, it's like you can have a great energy for the year. You know, what's on your mind is love, right? Your main message, what's in your heart is love. Your new relationship, right? That's like the great thing for you, is building on that love and that great relationship. What is the challenge can be the friendship too, right? The friendship can be a challenge for you, for some of you, because, you know, your love life might be going great, or you want to focus more on family and so on. But the friendship can be great. It's just finding that balance, and you can do it. It's like finding a creative way of tying it in. Your social life will improve more as the year move on, especially going into summer. It will just get better. You'll be like, what was 2020 all about? But you know, certain things cannot be forgotten. So, you know, you just got to put in the hard work, okay, of rebuilding for yourself, and just showing, you know, your fun side and your great side. That's going to be great. The past was about just getting beat up, whether, you know, you were trying really hard and things just didn't go that great. And it's a lot to do with your energy too. Your energy was very low, you know, in 2020. And it was low just because the fun was just being halted, right? And it was understandable, a lot of it. And some of it was just crazy. So it's just like, whoa. And it's like, you know, emotionally, you just kept the energy positive, right, Gemini? Like, you just like, okay, we're going to do this fun stuff. You made it fun. You made it entertaining. You just did the best that you could with it, like others. And it's like brushing off this type of battle scars that you went through, just on all fronts. And then the magician is saying, listen, the future is you just creating. And that's the power of Gemini and ruling in Mercury. And remember, Mercury is going to have like 4 retrogrades, I believe, in 2021. So you want to prepare ahead of time. I can't say it enough. You got to be ahead of the game. You know, you just got to have your calendars out, your notebook out. That's really for everyone, but it's planning ahead and doing things ahead of time is going to really help you. And you have that creative ability, so you can do this. It can work for you. So let me see. Okay, so it can work for you. So just know that the magician is there, and there's a lot of creative, fun things that you can do in 2021. It's a 5-year, so that energy is really going to manifest itself for you in a challenge that would be a fun challenge. So switch it around so that it is just coming up with creativity, right? And stay inside of your zone, your lane, your power. And this year, it's really, for some of you Geminis, it's really about not changing up too much, right? So if you're focusing on certain areas of your life, you don't want to change it up, especially if it's working, and you don't want to change up out of fear. You want to inject that positivity and know that you can create this vision or this idea that you want, and really set yourself on a high vibration for the year, okay? And it's all about displaying your work. So put yourself out there, basically. That will ground you. That will give you a great foundation, right? And what you should have learned from Capricorn is the importance of a great foundation, regardless if it's good or bad. Someone else views it good or bad. It's a great foundation for you because you are projecting that for yourself. Okay? Really powerful. Now, your suggestion for 2021 is to work with what's working. Don't reinvent the wheel. Work with what's working. Pick the best solution first. Move with that. And then all the other 3 ideas will have its time for birth, right? So write things down. This is another reminder of writing things down, and then hit the next goal. Hit the next goal, right? Now, you want to create an energy of prosperity, of what you're going to leave behind. Fun times with family. Creating a fun way of communicating with family is going to be good, okay? And then others see you as really caring about what's important to you, your family. You know, they'll see that, but it's not so much of them seeing it. They will see that, but it's more of you creating a great home environment, a great base for yourself, whatever that base is. This is like you're creating that, like that launching kind of pad for yourself, right? And you need to know that you need to create this energy for yourself. And then, you know, others will jump on that vibe because you have the 3 of Pentacles working for you. And I feel like everyone needs to tap into the 3 of Pentacles. They're great communication, teamwork, and collaborating. But you have to project all of that within you already, which you do have as a Gemini, right? And once you project that within yourself, you're going to call in all of that creativity, right? And you're going to build on that for yourself, for your family, and you're continuing that cycle, that flow of prosperity. And you're going to have that for yourself and what you wish to kind of leave behind for your family and mentally. Some powerful Geminis, I intuitively feel, may pass away, you know, transition to their next life based on their karma that they've created last year, 2020, or, you know, based on, you know, just doing the most, doing too much and things that they don't need to do. And then some will leave a positivity, and positivity is based on who, you know, good and bad, but there will be issues with wealth and distribution and who gets what for a very popular Gemini, okay? So Page of Swords, okay? So words are very powerful. So your words are going to be very heightened this year. So be careful, especially when Mercury's in retrograde. And you can use your words to empower you, empower others. And just the power of words is going to get rid of fears and empower your hopes for yourself. You know, the things that you wish to work on. But the warning is being careful of how you use your word, but your words can guide you and guide others. Very powerful. It's kind of pushing into a legacy that you will leave. So hopefully it's a positive one for the awesome Geminis. It will be definitely a positive one. And it pushes into family celebration, a family day for you. That could be good or bad, depending on the person. But it's also about work and working together and maybe starting a new company or getting a promotion, having a fun family day in the late summer, and just being careful with that too. But it will be really enjoying July and August because it will just be kind of like a breath of fresh air in the end of summer. You know, if all goes well and everything, July and August should be like wow, like magic. And then the Tower card is about making room for the coming year, okay? And if there's something that you started in the beginning of the year, I feel like you'll let it go because you'll have the 3 of Pentacles and the Magician. So you'll just naturally let it fall to the wayside. You don't have to do any big announcements to drop anything. Just kind of let it fall to the wayside, you know? And the Tower is about getting rid of what doesn't work. What's not working? Why hold on to it? Like, you don't need to hold on to it. If something's not working, it's not working. Okay? I don't want to forget the Angel card. Let's see. What zodiac sign and planet can you learn from easily in 2021 that you can vibe with, that you can use that energy you know, because you are your zodiac sign, but you can tap into a frequency or an energy, or you can meet a person that has that strong planet or sign that will be super beneficial for you for 2021. Okay, so that's Taurus. You can learn from Taurus to really focus on home, especially if you have a home business, focus on family, and just making sure that the home is well, and that home could be your motivation for your work and all the great things that you want to do. Pluto, you can learn a lot from Pluto by, you know, sometimes you could be the underdog and then boom, you're just like big, right? You can learn to just like sit back, look at things and learn from other masters before you, or just learn from everyone or everything that's going on, and just being really know when to let things go, when to drop things that's not working. Learn or empower within you the ability to just reinvent yourself, reincarnate, let it go, right? And the bull is also very strong in that it's very protective energy too, okay? So which one you might not vibe with very well in 2021, the planet or the zodiac, but you can still learn from, okay? And why did my brain just freeze on this? And I know what it is. Capricorn and Uranus, okay? Capricorn and Uranus, okay? So you can definitely learn from Capricorn about being organized and consistent and keeping it going and making sure that what you're building is actually something good and something not negative, and that most Geminis want to do something good and fun, and that's it, you know. And Uranus is more about making sure that you're standing up for what you truly believe in the best way possible. And these both, Uranus is going to have a big show this year in Taurus too. So that's funny how you got, you know, Taurus showed up before Uranus and Taurus in the 12th house. You know, so I'll get into that later on. And we already know Capricorn in 2021, Saturn and Jupiter there, and all the lessons learned, and just the kind of stagnant energy of Jupiter not being able to bring in that prosperity. It was like a fight, right? And you know, at the start of the year, it won't be that difficult. I feel like the energy will soften up, especially even before spring. So we're hoping for that. You know, and Uranus energy, it's really about knowing that there is a fight or a work that needs to be done that can be positive for, you know, rebuilding and the importance of structure and work, okay? So it's just holding on to the highest quality of that, even though you don't want to be restricted when it comes to like a Uranus energy, and even though you don't like the rigidness of Capricorn, because it's an earth sign, it's an air sign, we don't want to like kind of be in the box and be like, okay, you have to do this and you have to do that. You know, regardless of zodiac, a lot of people can't sit still. You don't want to be bored at work, or you don't want to feel restricted in any way, you know. So it's learning how to, as a Gemini, handle the negativity of Capricorn that we feel, and then the positive parts of Capricorn. That's awesome. That will help us grow. And then the same thing with Uranus. If someone's pushing constantly against us, and we feel like we can't really say what we want to say or do the good that we want to do, we're not going to like that Uranus energy. But then we do like the fight of Uranus, right? If something isn't right. So we can learn from that, the pros and the cons. So let's see what angel message has to say for us, okay? What angel message for Geminis 2021, okay? So we have special gifts. Archangel Razel, okay? So there's different ways of pronouncing this, so don't come for me. Thank you, Razel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. And I feel like this is super, super positive with the Magician. I just love it. And Gemini, just remember the power of the element of air and projection, and the power of the will that Gemini has, a very powerful energy of transferring and transforming energy, right? And connecting and pulling energy in, and receiving and receiving energy, right? And releasing energy, you know, the left and the right hand. So just having that awareness, okay? I feel like that is super powerful. And it's in the future. The magician is in the future for this energy. And your gifts, know your talents, know your gifts, Gemini. Okay, thank you, Roselle, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. Okay, spiritual gifts. And I feel like intuitively, not even intuitively, astrologically, Jupiter in Pisces in the 7th house is going to be very powerful as well. Let me see, I'm getting the text. I just got a message. Let me hear it. I can't pause the video, so what I wanted to, sorry about that long pause, and there's nothing I can do about that. I just got an important message, but I was like, I don't know. I'm going to make sure my ringer doesn't go on, so I'm going to turn that off. But what I wanted to look up right here is this, okay, because I'm trying to, so it's, okay, so the 7th house, like the relationships, you know, with our partners, okay, and I wanted to kind of get that going because I don't want to say the wrong thing, because as I'm pulling in the message, there's a lot going on. So yes, that's Libra, right? 7th house is Libra, air sign, right? So, and then Libra is all about balance, and then Pisces is all about very intuitive water sign, very psychic. Okay, and the most powerful Pisces, they'll know what their weaknesses is, and then they will have a partner that balance that off, whether it's a marriage or friendship or business. Okay, so your special gifts is going to be very powerful, and I feel, Gemini, it matches up with the magician. Sorry, I don't like pauses in my video, but it's all good. we shall survive. So Gemini, let me look at your astrology and kind of match that up for you. Geminis, you want to be mindful of the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so you want to get things done ahead of time. I found out from Mercury retrograde is that I really need to, and hear me out, Geminis, because we got this, you know, like we have to make sure we get things done ahead of time so that we don't feel rushed and there's no chaotic thing. And especially if your moon is in an earth sign, you know, like Virgo, you don't like chaos, you don't like mess, you know, you don't like being rushed, or you don't like misunderstanding. You know, that's like a really big pet peeve of mine. So, you know, as Geminis, we just want to have fun. So if you are a Gemini that likes creating and doing stuff like that, certain work is just not for you. So January 30th to February 20th, Aquarius has Mercury retrograde in an air sign, okay? And you want to work ahead so you don't feel rushed. And you want to use this time to really reflect on your future and how you can make things better, right? Without taking action, it's just reflecting, okay? And it really matches up with that sign. So it all depends on what you're experiencing. So you would have to know how to interpret that for yourself. That's the way I feel that it would work. May 29th to June 22nd, Gemini, this is your birthday season. So you're having this retrograde there. So you want to plan ahead to make sure that your communication goes well, especially for your Three of Cups, you know, gathering with friends, partying, stuff like that. Okay, we're all in it. And then September 27th to October 18th in Libra, okay? You want to make sure that you are balanced at this point, right? Libra is all about balancing things out and being fair. So you don't want to get involved, especially in any disagreements, and in any of the Mercury retrograde, you don't want to sign anything. Any papers, any new agreements. You just don't want to do that, all right? And another big planetary alignment that's happening is Uranus squaring Saturn. Now, Uranus is going to be in Taurus, which is going to be like, hey, that's going to be a challenge in itself, right? But Taurus can use that in a positive way to empower themselves in the 12th house, which is Pisces house. So Uranus is going to be in Taurus in the 12th house, which is Pisces house. So you might experience a clash between something that needs to end, some kind of closure, and very strong intuition, a lot of 12th house issues, okay? And then you have Saturn in an air sign, Aquarius, hello, because, you know, that transition happened 2020, December 19th. Where Saturn moved from Capricorn into Aquarius. So this Uranus squares Saturn, Saturn in Aquarius in the 9th house, in Sagittarius house, it's all about wisdom and wise thought, being maybe too optimistic or rightfully optimistic. So know when you're not right for a certain job and situation. This Uranus squaring Saturn, it's what are you fighting for? Why are you fighting for it? How are you organizing this? Are you restricting? Are you causing more problems? You know, so you have to use it very powerfully, knowing when you're not right for something and just kind of step back, okay? And this is very powerful. How do you let go of your own personal limitations, the way you think, and you can see this manifesting in the world too. You know, how do you work to free yourself, right? Without making things worse. So try not to agree to something that you know is just not going to work for you. And learn how to shine behind the scene, because sometimes, you know, you don't have to be the front person for something. You can just be behind the scenes and just realize that it's not for you. Jupiter in Pisces in the 7th house is going to teach you, or what you should get from it is know how to work your own social life or your own social scene. So how are you presenting yourself? It's kind of like that 11th house experience, if you will, but it's more like, you know, the 7th house, you know, and finding balance in that. Okay, if you're finding some kind of balance in that 7th house, if you will, okay? And on the 13th through the 28th, okay, this is when this whole Jupiter in Pisces is happening. So you just want to be mindful of this date and be mindful of, you know, your birthday season. That's going to be a really powerful time to be creative, okay? And I'm seeing it on, yeah, that one won't work. So I'm seeing that your birthday season is going to be a very powerful time for this Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter's in Pisces in the 7th house, May 13th to July 28th. And being within your birthday season for most of all Geminis, yeah, it's going to be a powerful time for you to tap into your intuition, what you do socially, okay, how you project yourself, how you communicate wisely, all right? And when it comes to full moons and new moons, all of the full moons in air signs and any in new moons will be good. The full moon in Gemini on December 19th is going to be powerful. And there's something else happening on, I believe there's something else. Nope, that's November 19th. So December 19th, it's going to be a powerful full moon for you. Okay, so definitely tap into that December 19th full moon in Gemini. Okay, and that's, you can set a positive intention at the end of the year because it's going to be, you know, December. So hopefully you're taking in all of the cards advice for 2021 and know that the year will start out good. But don't forget the past lessons that you've learned. Now, when you're dealing with the eclipses, we're going to have 4 eclipses in 2021, and we're having the lunar and the solar. The lunar one is going to be very strong for Geminis, and I feel like it has to do with being born at springtime as well. So that one's very powerful, connected to us. Whether you connect to the moon as a Gemini very strongly, that's great, but the solar is very strong for you. So the solar eclipse June 10th in Gemini is a powerful day. You want to make sure that, again, you're not rushing, you're not, you know, it's a day to relax and really not feel like, don't decide to do anything last minute. Okay. And December 4th in Sagittarius, your opposite sign, is another solar eclipse. That's a great time for Sagittarius to not rush and do anything, you know, maybe do your special things the day before, you know, and maybe a few days after. Lunar eclipse is happening on May 26th, so that is within Gemini's birthday. A lunar eclipse, May 26th in Sagittarius. So that's a great day to, again, just do less, say less, make sure that it's as easy flowing day for you as possible, even if you have to work or whatever, but try not to make big commitments on those days. If you do, then chill on those days. No unnecessary arguments, fights, no drama, stuff like that. Okay, November 19th is a lunar eclipse in Taurus, so the same thing applies. Okay, and remember that you can flip that negative into a positive, so work on things that will empower your own energy. Okay, you know, your chakras, your meditation, your energy work, your crystal work, whatever you work with, is just that positive energy. Feng shuiing your home, very important. Okay, solar eclipses, you want to do less, you want to relax more. Okay, and then that's right, December 19th is also some Geminis on December 19th will have a karmic kind of experience with Venus retrograding in Capricorn, right? And it's happening in the 8th house of Scorpio. So the energy will have to move around your love relationship, because Scorpio rules taxes, death, other people's money, maybe receiving money that you never thought that you were going to receive, right? So relationships and any kind of entanglement with relationships, love, you know, because it deals with sex, death, and taxes. So be careful of the karmic repercussions of that when it comes to business. So Venus is in retrograde. So, you know, if you're dating at work or something, you know, I can see like a male Gemini doing some crazy stuff, but like karmic issues, right? I love to Geminis, right? But communicating in business better is something that can be learned, and setting up boundaries. So be careful when it comes to your mixing work and pleasure. You know, they say don't poop where you eat, but you know, so you know, just be mindful of the end of 2021. Hopefully, if you are not great at love and relationship, that you can kind of realize that blessing and not mess it up, you know, when it comes to these relationships. Okay, yeah, I think that is it for Gemini. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoy this yearly video. You know, take some notes and let me know how the reading goes for the year, what you notice, you know, but you know, realize that you are the magician and tap into whatever your angel is. I know that there's an angel of the day that you can work with. You can work with your angel for your birth month. So you can look at different traditions and find out, you know, what your angel is based on your birth date. the day you were born, the month that you were born in as well. Okay, and also an angel for your zodiac. So you have 3 different angels to look up and see which one matches up and tap into those energies. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Happy New Year. Click subscribe and click like. That really helps the channel. Thanks.